Hello, this is CJ from CJ Investing. I'm here to get you my top two stocks for the middle of May. Should be a good month, a good way to close out the month. We'll look at cycles, fundamentals, technical analysis. So looking for winners to end the month off. Before we get into the content here, I'd like to ask you to subscribe. Let's work on that road to 1,000 subs. It would mean a whole lot to me, so like, comment, subscribe, and check out the Instagram at CJ_investing. Let's get right into it here. First stock I want to get into here is Airbnb, ticker symbol ABNB. Their earnings just got announced. We saw a 5% increase in revenue year over year. And basically, we're looking at the bookings climbing a ton, 10.3 billion compared to 6.8 billion a year ago. Last year was a crazy year due to the pandemic. Nobody was traveling, nobody was moving around. So to see this start climbing, I think we're going to set historic numbers over the summer. I think people have been stuffed up in their house. They're ready to get out. The weather is going to be nice. We're going to see road trips, people staying here, people staying there. But I think there's a built up demand, especially in North America, for people to get out and travel. And you see that the chief executive here, Brian Chesky, he mentioned the CDC announcement when they were talking about earnings, but fully vaccinated people, we can pretty much get back to normal. And they expect to see, unlike anything we've seen before, in the rebound to travel. So it's seen here, we're expected to see a big increase in travel. The revenue is starting to shift that way, but overall, we can see the travel market is going to be hot. Now, my only concerns as we look into this is when you look at the CDC and the vaccination records, you see North America is well ahead. More than 50% or so is vaccinated, and I think a lot of this starts to get back to normal, especially here in the United States by the end of the fall. But when you look at Europe, even when you look at Canada, it's not going as well as it could be. So we have to look for vaccinations to climb there. Uh, the government is not going to be as lenient as it is here in America because we have those freedoms, but a lot of there's still lockdowns in Europe and they're moving in the right direction, but they're a little bit slower behind. But I would expect the recovery to happen towards the end of the fall, into the winter in Europe, but this summer I think is going to be big in North America. As we look at some of the different bookings numbers when going through the report, over a fourth of the bookings were over 28 days. And to me, this is telling me people are working at home and they can pretty much go wherever they want. So, like, if you can work at home on a computer, why don't you look at your husband and go, hey, let's go live in St. Thomas for a month, or let's go to South Carolina for a month and live and work in the same spot. So, it's interesting to see people are going to be traveling more, and I think people are going to be traveling longer term more. So, I think that adds a lot to the company as well. It is roughly a fourth of their bookings, but if they can keep it between 15 and 20%, this is a big asset as they move forward and they're looking to be profitable. The CEO of Airbnb has also announced on May 24th there is expected to be a major change to the Airbnb system. Who knows what it is, but I would expect it would lead to more growth, more revenue. So that is an upcoming catalyst to take a look at. Some of the concerns I've listed here, we've gone over. The North American travel should be fine. Europe is lagging behind. And then you look, they're still operating at a loss, but I believe they're moving closer to profitability, and they should be profitable very soon. So that's not much of a concern for me. We're going to take a look at the technicals here, checking into the 6-month chart. Big reason why I like Airbnb coming up is because of the strong support, and it's an easy stop loss to find. So currently it's at 141, and it looks like it had a big bounce off of 132.36. So if you keep your stop loss under 131, you have a 4%, 5% downfall. And if it rebounds like it should, you can see upsides of 170, 180. You can see the highs of 220. So there is good risk reward in the stock right now. Uh, as you see it starting to move back up, you can see the next big area of resistance is 157. So even if you were buying early this week and just look for that 157 line and then cut loss below the 132, I think it's a good risk reward when looking at the upcoming technicals. You look at the fundamentals. This is a good stock to be in right now, and I wouldn't shy away from getting in. The next stock we'll be looking at is Coinbase, ticker symbol COIN. Coinbase announced their numbers last week. It tripled their revenue from last quarter as crypto prices skyrocketed. So they tripled their revenue in a quarter. I'm not talking year to date, 5 years to date. From quarter four to quarter one, they tripled their revenue. This is just unprecedented growth. The company is going berserk as you see crypto prices wild, and they've got more users than ever. They have a ton of users, active users, over 6 million in the last month. The company's net profit for the quarter was over 771 million, more than fourfold over quarter four's 177 million figure. So you look at it's 24 times higher than a year ago in their quarter profits. This company is moving fast. It's one of the trusted crypto brands. Nobody wants to trade on Robinhood or Webull. You want something, when you're trading crypto, you want one platform that is good with all crypto. So I think Coinbase is the way to go. They've got an upcoming catalyst of they're adding Dogecoin in the next 6 to 8 weeks, their CEO said on the earnings call. Doge's been hot, but I think the more they can add their options, the more variety they can add to the system. But they're going based on this trusted crypto brand, and I think Coinbase is a good move moving forward. Another thing I wanted to note with Coinbase is it's going to move with how the crypto market moves. So the last month it's been hot, so you should see it flying up. And I think if crypto, because you see those pullbacks on Bitcoin, the 20, the 30%, you're going to see that same kind of pullback with Coinbase, maybe at a lesser extent, maybe the 10 to 12%. But I expect this to be a volatile stock over the next year. I'm bullish on Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm one of the people, I think Bitcoin will hit triple digits by the summer. So I think this stock is going to continue to rise, and I love the valuation with where they're at. And I think I love their marketing strategy of trying to be the trustworthy crypto trader. Like the CEO said, we're not trying to win on fees. We're trying to continue to build and be trusted among our customers. So even though their fees are higher, I expect more people to continue to flock to them just because they're that well-known name. You look at places to trade crypto, I think of Coinbase and then maybe SoFi. But I think the majority of people know Coinbase, and I think the market is going to settle down to where this is the number one in the market. This is another play where the reward is way higher than the risk. You look at their chart, they just IPO'd, but already their 52-week high is $429. It's currently sitting at $258, and the 52-week low was $250. So I would set my stop loss below that 250 point, but if crypto continues to ride, it continues to ride out, then let it fly all the way back up to the $500 range. I don't think Coinbase is going away anytime soon, and I don't think crypto is going away anytime soon. But you see the upside. I mean, this could be, in 5 years, this could be a $500 stock, a $1,000 stock. And you have that nice stop loss line to look at right now, because they IPO, they came into the market at 250. That's been the lowest it's been. So we fall below that point, we sell, or we hold, and we see the limits that we can get to. So I really like the chart moving forward, and I think this could be a good play in the upcoming weeks, months, and I really like this play as a long-term play as well. Thanks everybody for watching the video. I hope you like the content, checking out Airbnb and Coinbase. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate it if you could sub below. Check out my Instagram at CJ_investing. I post stocks there, what I'm into, what I see good moving forward. And then there's also a private Discord where I post every play I make, my buys, my sells, and I release upcoming exclusive weekly watch list. So there's going to be links below in the video, but I appreciate you watching, and let's get to 1,000.